Just stop measuring your shot. Start following your instincts and taking more shots. You got to start getting those failures out the way. It take 2 L's to make a W. You know what I mean? Like that. That's what I say every time some bad shit happens. I'm like, L, it take 2 L's to make a W every time.
We're joined by Rob Hoop, a Division I track and cross country runner for Tennessee State University, an engineering student and content creator. Rob, you have the school record in the 8K, you offer great training advice, and you have a community of followers that love you. But first, tell us about the inspiration to model outfits after anime characters.
I grew up watching a lot of anime, and I like to swag out every now and then. So what a lot of people would do, they'll go to Pinterest and they'll look at different outfits from these influencers and stuff like that. I'd be like, nah, I like how these authors design these anime characters. I want to be an anime character. Maybe it'll give me the same powers if I dress like them. And also, I know that other people kind of nerd out about those things like I do. So if I get bored enough with making like running content one week, I might go to a thrift store and then make an outfit after Ichigo Kurosaki or something like that. I might just unlock Bankai because I put on the same outfit as him. That's how I like to look at it.
You would have incredible numbers as a runner if you could unlock just even a portion of those powers, man.
That's the plan.
Starting with the running side, when did you fall in love with running?
Maybe about a year after I didn't make the ninth grade basketball team because that was what I was doing at first. I was playing basketball in middle school, blah, 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 and I was trying to make the freshman basketball team. Didn't make it. I had to decide to do another sport, so I wasn't gaming all day. Started doing track and field. I'd say it wasn't until maybe my sophomore year of high school that I really started to like it. Ninth grade, it was cool. I was making some new friends from it, but 10th grade, I joined cross country and that was like a whole different level of companionship. The companionship you get on a cross country team is way more than you're going to get on a track team a lot of the time because y'all are all doing the same thing. You're all enduring the same pain. So that group of guys and girls, they made me fall in love with running as early as 10th grade, I'd say.
That leads to at some point going through the recruiting journey. What was your recruiting path like to Tennessee State?
I wasn't signed to Tennessee State until probably February before I went into college that August. So it was kind of late, but the thing is I was actually born in Nashville, Tennessee. I have a lot of family back there. So I told the college coach that and she was like, "Okay, it'd probably be a very good situation for you to be up here. I see that your times are dropping. I see that your GPA is good." So then she was willing to bring me in because I was going to be covered on academic scholarship anyway. She gave me a little bit of athletic scholarship. But just as far as reaching out to a lot of different colleges, I didn't do much of that just because I wish I had more information as to how to do that recruiting process. I definitely didn't know. I had the NCSA recruitment app. It don't work, y'all. It don't work. Please don't put all your eggs into NCSA. I hope they see this. Like just so they know I'm calling them out. But like they try to make you pay like crazy amounts just so you can see that coaches emailed you back. And you ask a lot of college coaches now, they're not even using that, but kind of just get the essentials down. And that's how my that's how my recruitment process kind of went. It wasn't like a very smart way I went about it or a very long drawn out way. It just kind of happened.
Take me back to this. You said after a bad race, you have to induce some type of pain the next morning for a mental reset.
Whenever I have a bad race, I like to smash the long run after. Now, some people, there are very mixed opinions on this. Sometimes it's not physically the best thing to do, but mentally, you gotta value the mental as much as the physical. Like, hey, I know I'm gonna wear myself out a little bit going hard the day after a bad race, but it's gonna clear my head out because I know if I go too easy the day after, then I'm gonna sit there and beat myself up even more. So I'd rather give myself like a little bit of a physical beating the day after, just kind of get it out of myself. And then the upcoming week, I can start to dial it back. Like, hey, I already got it out of my system. I was a little bit pissed off. I was pissed as hell, actually. And now during the middle of the week, I'm not getting pissed off at my teammates and my coaches and stuff because I already beat it out of myself the day after the bad race. And like it's overall just a head clearer. It's not meant to really just be the best physical benefit. It's more of a mental thing for myself.
Yeah, I believe that one of the separators between good and great athletes is the great ones are able to flush it quickly. So that physical pain sounds like you're able to just get it out of your system ASAP. So do you ever have days where you don't feel like running?
Yeah, there are some days where I don't feel like running. Those are mainly the ones where I have a lot of schoolwork to do. And it's just like, oh, I have practice in the middle of this. I took 2 exams today. I know I bombed one of them. I don't feel like running now, but sometimes after that, like, I need to run to clear my head. It's a very day-to-day thing. There aren't a lot of days where I don't feel like running, actually. Like, the days where I actually do not run, my rest days every 1 or 2 weeks, I feel incredibly weird. A lot of times I have to fight myself from not doing a little 2 or 3 mile jog just to kind of flush out or clear my head a little bit. But I guess there aren't a lot of days where I don't feel like running. But on the occasion that it does happen, it's just like, oh shit, I really don't feel like it.
You've had success and you've broken the school record in the 8K multiple times. How does it feel after breaking a record?
It feels okay. I guess with Tennessee State, the cross country records aren't that hard to break. So
Mm.
I've broken my own 3 or 4 times, and I've also got the 5K and the 1500 record. It's cool at least because I get a little Instagram graphic that I get the collab post on, and then people are liking it like, oh, congrats, Rob Poop. And I'm like, they don't even know. Like, they don't even know that I don't really care about this all that much. But it's just like, it's cool. I like a little graphic, the media
Yeah.
team works hard on those. I'm like, man, I look kind of cool in that picture, so I'll take it.
A very humble man. Tell me about Chinese takeout the day before a race.
That's just the method. I've been doing it for like 3 years now. I don't know how it started. I think it's just because every time we have a home meet, either at TSU or at Vanderbilt, because that's like 2 miles away from our campus, I go get like sesame chicken and white rice. We don't do the fried rice because if I'm gonna do fried chicken, I gotta chill out on the rice a little bit. You
Mhm.
feel me? A little bit of soy sauce on there though. But I either do like sesame chicken, General Tso's chicken, or if I'm feeling like a little bit more cultural, I'll go chow mein foon or something like chicken chow mein foon. I know it's gonna fuel me because it's just like protein and carb. It's not the cleanest protein in the world with like super
Mhm.
sauced up General Tso's chicken, but I'm getting the protein and I'm getting the carb from the rice. So it's like
Yeah.
can't complain. I know it's enough food, and that's one of my biggest things. It's just eating enough.
You got the energy and the digestion part of it down, so you're locked in for the next day.
I got a tough stomach, man.
Tell us about the importance of rhythm as a runner.
People don't really think of it as a rhythm as much as they should. They're just focused on, oh, I need to step faster within this minute, but they're not really locking into a rhythm. Once you get into that rhythm with your arms, with your head and shoulders, you're relaxed and it's all kind of coinciding with your legs. That's when you really start to get into what people call now a flow state. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
that's when the flow state really starts. You don't get flow state until you get your rhythm down. So if you're not a rhythmic person, you're not able to dance. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to learn it at some point. Well, once you get the rhythm down, it makes hitting certain paces a lot easier, and you don't have to really think about different factors when it comes to it. Like people ask about how to breathe a lot. I tell them it's a rhythm thing. You don't think about breathing when you run. You let it come to you naturally as a rhythm as you become more rhythmic as a runner.
Hey, quick pause. If this conversation is providing you value, please take literally 5 seconds and hit that follow or subscribe button on your app. This is the best way to make sure that you don't miss any value from future episodes. Now back to the conversation. As someone with little to no rhythm, how can you train your rhythm?
I've actually done this at some points too. I'll go to Spotify, I'll search up like a 170 beats per minute playlist. The songs I don't even like, but I'm like, okay, at least it's 170 BPM. I don't want a tempo to Taylor Swift, but apparently the song has the right cadence for this tempo, so let's do it. So I've heard some people do that. I've tried it at some points, but I do prefer to go silent. You just start running, and then after
Mhm.
a while, try to stop kind of thinking about it. Stop being so manual. You know what I mean? Turn into an automatic rather than a manual is how I like to kind of think of it. Just kind of go with your instincts.
You got to feel into it, not think into
You got to feel into it. It's like always a feel thing. I think running should mostly be about feel. Stop thinking so much about everything else. Just go with the flow. I'm gonna go with the flow type of person.
it. That's gold, man. That's gold. You're inspiring
Which-
and entertaining tens of thousands of people with your content, but you said it started with filming WWE moves on your trampoline. Take us through your journey as a content creator.
Me and my little brother and my neighborhood friends would hop on trampoline together. We had these plastic WWE belts. We'd have an iPad set up on the playground beside the trampoline. So then we do these compilations of like, okay, let's do this WWE finisher to each other. Let's just like slam each other on a trampoline. do some little cool transitions effects and like throw some rock music over it and then it's uploaded on YouTube. Nobody's watching it at all. But it was the fact that we were making it. Like I was showing it to my uncle and he was like, "Oh, cool. Like, did y'all break each other necks yet?" I'm like, "Not yet, but like, we'll get to that soon." Luckily it didn't happen, but that was how I first started like really making content. And then in middle school and early high school, I was making mobile gaming content, and I had like 500 subscribers. I thought I was famous at that point. People were recognizing me in game, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so cool!" Now people recognize me like whenever I go to a track meet, so it's like it's even cooler now. But I started doing that, and then I transitioned into doing the track and field content, I guess going into my freshman year of college. And that's where track and field kind of started for me, like content wise, at least.
And you have tens of thousands of followers. What advice would you give to an athlete that wants to start creating content?
If you want to start creating content, stop thinking about how you're going to start it. I'd say the first few thoughts that come to your mind, you need to go ahead and act on those as soon as they do. I know that Michael Jackson said this one thing. I don't know why I'm remembering this right now, but Michael Jackson said that whenever a thought came to his mind, he would go ahead and write it down and start hitting it in the studio right off the bat because he was scared that Prince was going to record it first. So
Mhm.
that's how I think about my content now. If I think about something like a new idea or something, I go ahead and put it into my notes app. And I'm like, as soon as possible, as soon as I'm able to, I need to start recording or turning that into a concept before somebody else does it first or before it passes in my heart, before I don't feel like doing it anymore or I start overthinking, like, nobody's going to like that. Just start doing the content as soon as you want to. Make investments into yourself. Don't be like, oh, my camera isn't good enough, blah, blah, blah. This person's camera looks so much better than mine. I'm never gonna be like them. Just start uploading stuff. Get comfortable talking to a camera. Start recording yourself doing different things. Find out if you want to be a voiceover person. Find out if you want to talk directly to the camera. Find out if you don't want to do either of those things. Just find where you want to be. And the only way you can do that is by starting to upload now so you can figure out what you don't want to do and what you do want to do, what is going to work and what isn't going to work. So just start doing it as soon as possible.
And all of that advice has led to people following you and wanting to see you in person. One of the posts that you put up was when people come to your school, they go to your Olympic medalist coach and they ask where Rob Hoop is. What's that experience like?
So my coach is Olympic medalist Chandra Cheeseborough. She has multiple medals. She was part of the legendary Tennessee State University Tiger Bells. Yeah, y'all should go do your research. If you listen to this, you should definitely go look them up. She was hurt, but I always think of it like y'all are walking up to this Olympic medalist. Y'all have no idea that she is an Olympic medalist, and you're asking what Robert Hooper is because he make a few goofy TikToks. So it's a cool feeling. And it's like, okay, coach, I got you. Like I got the one up on you. I'm the famous one. Nah, I play. I don't say that to her, but it's me and her always kind of joke about that. Like we find it funny, but she does enjoy that happens too because it brings a lot of recruits in, and I always find it cool that I get to meet them and that they look up to me. I'm very blessed and grateful to be in that position to be that kind of big brother figure to a lot of these people.
Yeah, and you do offer a lot of advice on your TikTok, Instagram. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Stop sitting there and measuring your shot for forever. Just start taking multiple shots. That applies to a lot of different things in life. That could be uploading content, that could be trying out new training methods, that could be meeting new people, or talking to a girl or something. Just stop measuring your shot. Start following your instincts and taking more shots. Don't be scared of failure. You got to start getting those failures out the way so you could start to get closer to that success. It take two L's to make a W. You know what I mean? Like that's what I say every time. That's what I say every time some bad shit happens. I'm like, it take two L's to make a W every time.
That's a clip we gotta put on a motivational page on its own, man. Never heard that before. That's awesome. 2 L's to make a W. Rob, the idea of simple wins is more than just the scoreboard. What does simple wins mean to you?
I think that's kind of just taking things day by day towards the ultimate goal that you have, or simple wins could be anything with falling in love with the process towards wherever you're going to. A simple win for me may be, well, I got an upload out today. I don't even know if it's gonna perform or not, but I got an upload out, like the algorithm's gonna like it because I'm consistently uploading. That's been a big simple win of this semester for me. I don't even know if that's a simple win. That might be a big win for me, but it was a lot of simple wins on the way there. It was just like, just get one upload this week. And then it turned into 1 to 2 uploads a week. And that went on through the whole semester. Now I've grown like thousands of followers over the semester, and I've never done that before. I went about it very simply day by day, and it ended up working out.
Love that. Rob, you've got great advice, great personality, awesome sense of humor. Where can people find you online?
Rob.hoop on Instagram, Rob Hoop without the dot on TikTok. The YouTube is Rob Hoop Running. You can go there and find me too.
Appreciate you, man. I have one final question for you. Who else would benefit from listening to this conversation? If you have someone in mind, go ahead and share the episode with them right now. If you don't think of anyone immediately, go ahead and leave us a review on whatever platform you're on so people just like you can find the episode. Thank you for your time. Stay strong.